Chosen ones, this is your final alert from God Himself, a divine wake-up call that you cannot ignore. The heavens are stirring, and a message of urgency is being etched into your soul. This is not just another moment in your life, it's the moment. God is sounding the alarm, calling you to step into the purpose He's been preparing you for since the beginning of time. Your destiny is knocking, and this is His last reminder to answer the call before the doors of opportunity shift forever. Your life has never been ordinary. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet pull, that inner knowing that you were made for something greater. Every challenge, every tear, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, those weren't accidents. They were the fires forging you into the chosen one you are today. God has been shaping you, refining you, making you unshakable. Now, He's saying, this is it. The time is now. Your purpose is no longer a distant dream, it's a reality waiting for you to claim. But here's the truth. This moment demands your attention. God's voice is clear, and He's urging you to act. You're not here by chance. The fact that you're hearing this message is proof that the Creator has His eyes on you. He's seen your struggles, your faith, your quiet moments of prayer when no one else was watching. He's saying, I've carried you this far, but now you must walk through the door I've opened. Will you listen? Will you move? Type 777 inches the comments below to declare that you're ready to heed this final alert. This isn't about fear, it's about awakening. God isn't warning you to scare you. He's warning you to prepare you. The blessings He's holding for you are beyond what your mind can grasp. Prosperity that overflows, peace that anchors your soul, health that restores your body. These are not promises for tomorrow, they're for now. But you must act, you must trust, you must say yes to the path He's laid before you. The gates of heaven are swinging wide, and your name is written on them. Think about Noah. The world mocked him as he built the ark. They called him foolish, crazy, obsessed. But God's warning was clear, and Noah obeyed. When the rains came, his faith was vindicated. You're standing at your own ark moment. The world might not understand. Friends might doubt. Even your own fears might whisper that it's too late, too risky, too impossible. But God's voice is louder. He's saying, build, trust, move. Your obedience will rewrite your story. And here's what makes this moment different. It's not just about you. Your choice to heed this final alert will ripple outward. Your family, your community, even strangers you've never met. They're tied to your destiny. When you step into God's plan, you become a beacon, a living testimony of His power. Your life will show others that miracles aren't myths, that faith moves mountains, that God keeps His promises. You're not just walking into blessings, you're walking into a legacy. So pause for a second. Feel the weight of this moment. This is your final alert. Chosen one. God is saying, I've prepared you. I've called you. Now rise. Hit that like button to affirm this truth in your spirit, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones who are stepping into their divine purpose. Your action now is a signal to the universe that you're ready for what's coming. Let's talk about what's at stake. God's plan for you isn't small. It's not a quiet life tucked away in a corner. It's bold, vibrant, world-changing. He's calling you to a life where lack becomes abundance, where sickness becomes strength, where doubt becomes unshakable faith. But this plan requires you to let go of what's holding you back. Old habits, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs. They can't come with you into this new season. Picture Esther. She wasn't born a queen. She was an orphan, overlooked, ordinary in the world's eyes. But God saw her. When the moment came, He called her to risk everything for her people. She didn't hesitate. She fasted, prayed, and stepped into the king's court, knowing her life was on the line. Her courage saved a nation. You're standing in your Esther moment. God is asking you to step out, to trust Him, to face the unknown with faith. Your courage will save more than you know. Type 777 inches the comments again to seal your commitment. This isn't just a number, it's a declaration that you're aligning with God's divine frequency. You're saying, I hear you, I'm ready. The enemy will try to distract you. Doubt will creep in. Fear will whisper lies. But you're stronger than that. You're a chosen one, marked by God, sealed by His promise. No force in heaven or earth can stop what He's set in motion for you. This final alert is about timing. God's timing is perfect, but it's not endless. There's a window, a season, a moment when the heavens align to pour out what's been stored up for you. Miss it, and you may wait years for the cycle to come again. Joseph waited in prison, betrayed and forgotten, but when God's moment arrived, he went from a cell to a throne in a single day. Your day is here. Your throne is waiting. Will you claim it? The world is watching, chosen one. Not just the people around you, but the spiritual realm. Angels are cheering. The enemy is trembling. God Himself is guiding your steps. This is not a drill, it's the real thing. Your life is about to shift in ways you can't imagine. Financial breakthroughs that defy logic, relationships that restore your heart, health that feels like a miracle. These aren't dreams, they're your inheritance as God's chosen one. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to figure it out alone. God isn't asking you to have all the answers. He's asking for your trust. He's saying, take my hand. I've got this. Every step you take in faith is a step into His provision. Every moment you choose to believe is a moment you align with His power. You're not walking blind, you're walking with the Creator of the universe. Type 777 one more time in the comments. Let the heavens hear your faith. Let the enemy know you're not backing down. This number isn't magic. It's a symbol of your alignment with God's perfect plan. It's your way of saying, I'm all in. Your action right now is a spark that ignites the blessings waiting for you. Don't let this moment pass. Don't let this alert fade. Now, let's talk about what's coming. God's plan for you is like a river, steady, unstoppable, overflowing. It's not just about money, though wealth is part of it. It's about joy that doesn't fade, peace that holds you through storms, purpose that wakes you up every morning. This river has been flowing toward you your whole life, carving a path through every trial, every loss, every moment you thought you'd never recover from. Think of David, a shepherd boy facing a giant. The world saw a kid with a sling. God saw a king. When Goliath mocked him, David didn't flinch. He knew who was fighting for him. Your giant's debt, fear, failure are no match for the God who's calling you. This final alert is your sling, your stone, your moment to stand tall and say, my God is greater. Your victory is already written, but victory doesn't come without a fight. The enemy knows this is your moment. He'll throw distractions, doubts, even despair your way. He'll whisper that you're not enough, that you've missed your chance, that God's forgotten you. Don't listen. You're not just enough, you're chosen. God's hand is on you, and His promises are unbreakable. The enemy's lies are loud, but God's truth is louder. This is why you need to act now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. God's final alert isn't a suggestion, it's a command. He's saying, get up, move, trust me. Every second you hesitate, the enemy gains ground. But every second you trust, God's power multiplies in your life. Hit that like button to anchor this truth in your heart, and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones who are claiming their divine destiny. Let's talk about the cost of ignoring this alert. God's love for you is endless, but his windows of opportunity are not. Think of the Israelites wandering for 40 years because they didn't trust God's promise. They saw the land flowing with milk and honey, but fear kept them out. Don't let fear steal your promised land. Don't let doubt lock you out of the blessings God has prepared. You've been through too much to turn back now. Every scar on your heart, every battle you've fought, every prayer you've whispered, they've all led to this. God hasn't brought you this far to leave you. He's brought you here to launch you. Your life is about to become a testimony, a living proof that God's promises never fail. But you have to say yes. You have to step forward. This final alert is about transformation. Not just a change in your circumstances, but a change in you. God is making you new, stronger, wiser, bolder. The person you were yesterday can't carry the blessings coming tomorrow. That's why he's refining you, stripping away what doesn't belong, filling you with his strength. You're not just surviving, you're becoming a masterpiece. Look at Paul, once Saul, a man who hunted Christians. God's call stopped him in his tracks, blinded him, then gave him new sight. His past didn't define him, God's purpose did. Your past, your mistakes, your pain, your regrets doesn't define you either. God's calling does. This final alert is your Damascus road, your moment to see clearly, to rise up, to become who you were always meant to be. And here's the miracle. This transformation isn't just for you. As you step into God's plan, you light the way for others. Your courage inspires, your faith ignites, your blessings overflow. People will look at you and say, if God can do that for them, he can do it for me. Your life will become a bridge, leading others to the God who never fails. Type 777 one last time in the comments. Let it be your battle cry, your stake in the ground, your declaration that you will not ignore this alert. This is your moment, chosen one. God is speaking. The heavens are moving. Your destiny is calling. Will you answer, chosen ones? This final alert from God is not just a call to action. It's a divine summons to step into a realm where miracles become your reality. The Creator is placing a mantle on your shoulders, a weight of glory that demands you rise above the ordinary. You've been marked for a purpose that shakes the foundations of the earth, and now is the moment to embrace it fully. The heavens are aligned, and God's voice is echoing, this is your time to shine. Your life has been a tapestry of trials, each thread woven by God's hand to prepare you for this moment. Every setback was a setup. Every closed door was a redirection. You thought you were wandering, but you were being guided. The struggles that tried to break you were building you, sculpting a spirit that can carry the weight of divine favor. Now, God is saying, enough preparation. Step into the promise. Your destiny is not a hope, it's a certainty. Consider Moses. He fled Egypt as a fugitive, broken and afraid. For 40 years, he tended sheep in the wilderness, thinking his story was over. But God saw a deliverer. When the burning bush blazed, Moses didn't just hear a call, he received a mandate. You're standing before your own burning bush. God is calling you out of hiding, out of doubt, into a mission that will change lives. Will you say, here I am? This alert is about clarity. God is pulling back the veil, showing you who you really are. You're not defined by your job, your bank account, or your past mistakes. You're defined by His purpose. The world may see you as ordinary, but the Creator sees you as extraordinary. He's placed a spark in you that can ignite nations, heal hearts, and shift generations. This is your moment to see yourself as He does, a chosen one, radiant with His glory. The enemy hates this. He knows what's at stake. He'll try to drown God's voice with noise, bills piling up, relationships fraying, fears screaming in your mind. But here's the truth. The enemy's chaos is no match for God's order. When you align with this divine alert, confusion clears, uncertainty fades. You step into a flow where everything falls into place, not by your strength, but by His power. Trust that flow. It's leading you to abundance. Hit that like button to anchor this moment in your spirit. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking boldly into their divine calling. Your action now sends a signal to the heavens that you're ready to receive what God has prepared. Don't just hear this message, act on it. Let your faith move mountains. Now, let's talk about the power of this moment. God's final alert is a turning point, a pivot from struggle to victory. You've been in the trenches, fighting battles no one else could see. But those battles weren't meant to destroy you, they were meant to reveal you. Every time you stood up after falling, every time you prayed through tears, you were training for this. God is saying, you're ready. Step into your authority. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. The world expected him to be devoured. His enemies smirked, thinking they'd won. But God shut the lions' mouths. Daniel didn't just survive, he emerged with a testimony that shook a kingdom. Your lions are roaring debt, illness, rejection, but God is shutting their mouths. This alert is your signal that the den is opening. You're walking out, not as a victim, but as a victor. Type 777 inches the comments to claim this victory. This number is your declaration that you're stepping into God's promise with unshakable faith. It's a sign to the spiritual realm that you're not backing down. The enemy sees it. The angels see it. God sees it. Let your commitment echo through eternity. This moment is about surrender. Not giving up, but giving over. God isn't asking you to fight harder. He's asking you to trust deeper. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Release the plans you've clung to, the fears that have held you hostage. When you surrender to His will, you don't lose, you gain. You gain peace that surpasses understanding, provision that defies logic, purpose that sets your soul on fire. Look at Abraham. God called him to leave everything familiar, his home, his family, his comfort. He didn't know where he was going, but he trusted the one who called him. That trust led to a covenant, a nation, a legacy that still stands. Your surrender will lead to a legacy too. God is calling you to a land you can't yet see, but it's flowing with blessings. Will you take the first step? The beauty of this alert is its urgency. God isn't whispering. He's shouting. He's not suggesting. He's commanding. This is not a casual invitation to a better life. It's a divine mandate to transform your existence. The Creator of the universe is personally invested in your story. He's not distant. He's not silent. He's right here, right now, saying, I've chosen you. Don't miss this. And here's what's incredible. This transformation isn't just internal. It's visible. As you heed this alert, people will notice a change. Your face will glow with a peace that can't be explained. Your words will carry weight that shifts hearts. Your presence will radiate a confidence that draws others to God. You're not just changing, You're becoming a living testimony of His power. Think of Mary, the mother of Jesus, a young girl, unknown to the world, chosen for a purpose that changed history. She didn't seek greatness. Greatness sought her. When the angel spoke, she didn't argue or doubt. She said, "Let it be to me according to your word." Your yes to this alert is your let it be. It's the key that unlocks the miraculous in your life. This final alert is also about timing. God's clock is ticking, and this season is ripe for breakthroughs. The prayers you've prayed, the seeds you've sown, they're about to sprout. The dreams you've buried under years of disappointment are stirring. God is saying, now, not later, now. Don't let this season pass. Don't let the harvest wait. Your faith today will reap rewards tomorrow. Consider Elijah. He prayed for rain in a drought-stricken land. 7 times he sent his servant to look for clouds, refusing to give up. On the 7th time, a cloud the size of a man's hand appeared. That tiny sign became a torrent of blessing. Your faith is that cloud. This alert is your sign. Keep looking. Keep believing. The downpour is coming. The enemy will try to make you doubt this. He'll point to your past, your failures, your fears. He'll say, "Who are you to be chosen? Why would God pick you?" But here's the truth. God doesn't choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. You're not here because you're perfect. You're here because you're His. This alert is your reminder that His grace is enough. His power is enough. His love is enough. And that love is what sets you apart. It's not just God's love for you, it's the love He's placed in you. A love that forgives, that heals, that builds. As you step into this alert, that love will overflow. It will touch your family, your co-workers, even your enemies. You'll become a vessel of God's heart, pouring out compassion in a world desperate for it. Think of Ruth. She lost everything, her husband, her home, her security. But she chose loyalty, faith, love. That choice led her to Boaz, to a new life, to a lineage that included Jesus Himself. Your choice is now your yes to God. Your trust in His alert will lead you to places you never imagined. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning. This moment is about alignment. God is aligning your heart with His purpose, your steps with His path, your dreams with His plan. Every time you've felt out of place, it's because you were made for a higher purpose. This alert is your invitation to step into sync with the Creator's rhythm. When you do, everything flows. Provision, peace, power. Look at Peter. He was a fisherman, rough around the edges, prone to mistakes. But Jesus saw a rock. When Peter stepped into alignment, denying himself to follow Christ, he became a foundation for the church. Your alignment now will make you a foundation for God's work, maybe in your family, your community, or the world. You're not small, you're significant. And here's the promise. God's alert comes with provision. He doesn't call you without equipping you. The resources you need, the wisdom you lack, the strength you doubt you have, He's already providing it. Your job is to trust and move. The Red Sea didn't part until the Israelites stepped forward. Your breakthrough won't come until you take that step. Type 777 inches the comments to affirm your faith. Let it be your shout to the heavens that you're ready, that you're moving, that you're claiming what God has promised. This is your final alert, chosen one. The Creator is watching. The world is waiting. Your destiny is here. Step into it, chosen ones. This final alert from God is a clarion call to awaken the divine fire within you. The Creator is igniting a spark in your soul, a flame that will burn away doubt and illuminate your path to greatness. You've carried this ember through every storm, every trial, and now God is fanning it into a blaze. This is not just a moment, it's a divine activation, a signal that your purpose is ready to erupt into the world. You've walked through valleys others wouldn't dare. Each step through pain, each moment of perseverance was God tempering you like steel in a forge. You weren't broken, you were made unbreakable. Now, he's saying, it's time to shine. The world needs your light, your strength, your unique gift. This alert is your signal to stop hiding and start radiating the glory God has placed in you. Think of Gideon. He was threshing wheat in secret, fearing his enemies, when God called him a mighty warrior. He doubted, he questioned, but God saw what he couldn't. When Gideon obeyed, an army of thousands fell to his 300. You're standing in your own Gideon moment. God sees the warrior in you, even if you feel small. This alert is his voice saying, "Arise, you're mightier than you know." This call is about revelation. God is unveiling truths you've sensed, but never fully grasped. You're not just another soul wandering through life, you're a divine instrument, crafted for a specific purpose. The dreams that keep you awake at night, the ideas that won't let go, they're not random, they're God's blueprint for your life, etched in your spirit. This alert is your permission to chase them boldly. The enemy will try to dim this revelation. He'll send distractions, busyness, drama, fatigue to cloud your vision. But God's truth cuts through like a sword. When you embrace this alert, you step into a clarity that no chaos can touch. Your focus sharpens. Your purpose crystallizes. You see the path ahead, not as a maze, but as a highway built by the Creator himself. Hit that like button to seal this truth in your heart. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine call. Your action now is a declaration to the universe that you're ready to walk in God's revelation. Don't just listen, move. Let your faith ignite the fire within. Now, let's talk about the weight of this moment. This final alert is a divine deadline, a line in the sand. God is saying, "I've prepared you. Now, act." You've been through the wilderness, years of waiting, praying, hoping. Every tear you shed watered the seeds of your destiny. Those seeds are sprouting now, and this alert is your signal to tend the harvest. Don't let it pass. Consider Jonah. God called him to Nineveh, but he ran. He thought he could outrun God's plan, but the storm found him. In the belly of the whale, he surrendered. When he finally obeyed, a city was saved. You might be tempted to run from this alert, to stay comfortable, to avoid the unknown, but God's call will find you. This is your moment to say yes before the storm comes. Type 777 inches the comments to anchor your commitment. This number is your signal to the heavens that you're not running. You're ready to walk into the purpose God has set before you. It's a declaration that you're choosing faith over fear, destiny over doubt. Let the spiritual realm hear your resolve. This alert is about authority. God is handing you the keys to your destiny, empowering you to unlock doors no one else can. You're not a bystander in your own life. You're a co-creator with the Almighty. The dreams He's placed in you, the talents He's given you, they're not just gifts. They're tools to build His kingdom, to shift atmospheres, to change lives. This is your moment to wield them. Look at Deborah, a prophetess and judge. In a time when men led, she rose with wisdom and courage. She didn't wait for permission. When God spoke, she acted, leading Israel to victory. You're standing in your Deborah moment. God is calling you to lead, to speak, to act with boldness. The world may not expect it, but the Creator does. Your authority is divine, and it's time to use it. The beauty of this alert is its specificity. God isn't speaking to a crowd, He's speaking to you. Your name is on this moment. The plans He has for you are tailored, precise, unique. No one else can walk your path or fulfill your purpose. This alert is your reminder that you were chosen for a reason, handpicked by the Creator to carry His light in a way only you can. And here's what's coming: a season of overflow, not just enough to get by, but more than you can contain. Financial blessings that break the chains of debt, relationships that heal old wounds, health that feels like a miracle. This isn't wishful thinking, it's God's promise. But you must align with His voice. You must heed this alert. The overflow is waiting, but it flows to those who trust. Think of Hannah. She prayed for a child through years of barrenness and shame. Her tears were her offering, her faith, her sacrifice. When God answered, she didn't just receive Samuel, she birthed a prophet who changed Israel's history. Your prayers, your faith, your persistence, they're about to birth something greater than you imagined. This alert is your signal that the answer is near. The enemy will try to make you question this. He'll point to your delays, your disappointments, your unanswered prayers. He'll whisper that God's forgotten you, that this alert isn't real. But God's promises are stronger than the enemy's lies. Your faith is your shield. This alert is your sword. Wield it and watch the enemy flee. This moment is about momentum. God is setting things in motion, doors opening, connections forming, opportunities appearing. You've felt stuck, haven't you? Like you're spinning your wheels, waiting for a break. This alert is your break. It's God saying, I'm moving. Move with me. Step into the flow and watch how quickly things shift. Your life is about to gain speed. Consider Nehemiah. Jerusalem's walls were in ruins, and his heart was broken, but God gave him a vision and the favor to rebuild. Against opposition, lack, and doubt, he acted. In 52 days, the walls stood tall. Your vision, your dream, your calling, it's not dead. This alert is God's green light to rebuild, to act, to see your purpose rise from the rubble. And here's the power of this moment. It's not just about what you gain, but what you release. God is calling you to let go of burdens you were never meant to carry: guilt, shame, fear of failure. These are weights slowing you down. This alert is your permission to drop them, to run freely toward the destiny God has prepared. You're not bound anymore. You're free. Look at the woman at the well. She carried shame, rejection, a lifetime of mistakes. But one conversation with Jesus changed everything. He didn't condemn her. He called her to new life. This alert is your conversation with the divine. God is meeting you where you are, offering living water, a fresh start. Will you drink? Will you let His truth wash away the past? This final alert is about legacy. Your life isn't just about today, it's about the generations you'll touch. The choices you make now, the faith you show, the steps you take, they'll echo beyond your lifetime. God is planting seeds through you that will grow into forests of blessing. Your obedience today will shape tomorrow, not just for you, but for those who come after. Think of Abraham's servant, sent to find a wife for Isaac. He prayed for a sign, and God answered with Rebekah. That one moment of faith led to a lineage that included Jesus. Your faith now, your yes to this alert, will lead to outcomes you can't yet see. God is weaving your story into His eternal plan. Trust Him and watch the masterpiece unfold. And here's the truth: This alert is urgent because the world needs you now. People are hurting, lost, searching for hope. Your light, your purpose, your testimony, they're the answer to someone's prayer. God is calling you to be a vessel of His love, a beacon of His truth. This isn't just about your breakthrough, it's about the breakthroughs you'll spark in others. Consider the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish. He was one in a crowd, insignificant to the world. But his small offering, given in faith, fed thousands. Your offering, your time, your talents, your trust will feed more than you know. This alert is God saying, bring what you have, I'll multiply it. Your small step of faith will create a feast of miracles. Chosen ones, this final alert from God is a divine summons to step into a season of unprecedented favor. The Creator is opening heavens above you, pouring out blessings that will overflow your life. This is not a gentle nudge. It's a thunderous call to embrace the abundance He's prepared. Your journey has been marked by sacrifice, but now God is saying, your season of reward is here. The floodgates are ready to burst, and your faith is the key. You've carried burdens others couldn't imagine. Each moment of struggle, each night of prayer, was a seed planted in faith. Those seeds weren't lost, they were buried, waiting for this moment to bloom. God has seen your faithfulness in the shadows, and now He's bringing you into the light. Your life is about to become a showcase of His goodness, a living proof that He never forgets His own. Think of Job. He lost everything, family, wealth, health, yet he refused to curse God. In his darkest hour, he held fast to faith. When the turning point came, God didn't just restore, He doubled Job's blessings. You're standing at your job moment. The losses you've endured, the pain you've carried, they're not the end. This alert is God's promise that restoration is coming, greater than you can fathom. This moment is about identity. God is redefining how you see yourself. You're not the sum of your mistakes or the weight of your struggles. You're a royal heir, chosen for a divine inheritance. The Creator is whispering, you are mine. This alert is your invitation to shed the labels the world has placed on you. Failure, unworthy, ordinary, and embrace the truth. You are extraordinary, anointed, unstoppable. The enemy will try to steal this truth. He'll remind you of old wounds, past regrets, moments you fell short. But God's voice is stronger. He's saying, I've redeemed you. I've called you by name. When you stand in this identity, no lie can hold you. No fear can bind you. You walk with the authority of a child of the King, and this alert is your crown. Type 777 inches, the comments to claim this identity. Let it be your declaration that you're stepping into who God says you are. This number is your signal to the heavens that you're ready to wear your divine calling with boldness. Let the spiritual realm know you're not shrinking back, you're rising up. Now, let's talk about the shift this alert brings. God is moving you from survival to thriving. You've spent years fighting just to get by, scraping through challenges, holding on by faith. That season is ending. This alert is God's decree that you're stepping into a life of overflow, where lack becomes abundance, where exhaustion becomes energy, where dreams become reality. Consider Lazarus. He was dead, wrapped in grave clothes, sealed in a tomb. The world gave up on him, but Jesus called his name, and death itself obeyed. You might feel like you're in a tomb, trapped by circumstances, forgotten by hope. This alert is Jesus calling your name. Life is stirring. The stone is rolling away. Your resurrection is now. This call is about vision. God is giving you eyes to see what others can't. The world sees obstacles. You see opportunities. The world sees endings, you see beginnings. This alert is your lens, sharpening your focus to see God's plan unfolding. That business idea, that move you're considering, that dream you've shelved, they're not random, they're divine directions, and this is your moment to pursue them. Look at Elisha. When Elijah called him, he was plowing fields, living an ordinary life, but God saw a prophet. Elisha left his plow, burned his past, and followed. That choice led to miracles. Rivers parted, armies fled, lives were healed. Your choice now to heed this alert will lead to miracles too. God is calling you from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Will you burn your plow? The power of this moment lies in its urgency. God's alert is not a suggestion, it's a command. The heavens are aligned, and the window is open. Delay, and you risk missing the divine timing. Act, and you step into a flow where everything works together for your good. This isn't about pressure, it's about promise. God is saying, I've set the stage. Walk onto it. And here's what's beautiful. This alert comes with protection. God isn't sending you into your purpose unguarded. His angels are encamped around you. His spirit is within you. The enemy may try to strike, but no weapon formed against you will prosper. You're not stepping into this season alone. You're covered, shielded, guided by the Creator himself. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They faced a furnace that should have consumed them. The world expected their end, but God walked with them in the fire. Not a hair was singed, not a thread was burned. Your furnace, your trials, your fears is no match for God's presence. This alert is your reminder that He's with you and you'll come out shining. This moment is about multiplication. God doesn't just give you enough, He gives you more than enough. The prayers you've whispered, the work you've done, the faith you've held, they're about to yield a harvest beyond measure. This alert is God's promise that your small offerings will produce big results. Your quiet faith will move mighty mountains. Consider the widow with her 2 coins. She gave all she had, a tiny offering in the world's eyes. But Jesus saw her heart. Her gift outshone the riches of the wealthy. Your faith, no matter how small it feels, is enough. This alert is God saying, give me what you have. I'll make it more than you can imagine. Your little will become much in His hands. The enemy will try to make you doubt this multiplication. He'll point to your empty hands, your limited resources, your impossible odds. But God specializes in the impossible. He fed thousands with a boy's lunch. He turned water into wine. This alert is your signal that He's about to turn your lack into abundance, your scarcity into surplus. And here's the truth. This alert is about partnership. God isn't calling you to do this alone. He's calling you to work with Him. Your faith plus His power equals miracles. Your obedience plus His plan equals breakthroughs. You're not a servant, you're a co-laborer, building a future that glorifies Him. This alert is your invitation to partner with the Creator of the universe. Look at Nehemiah's workers. They rebuilt Jerusalem's walls with one hand on a trowel and one on a sword. They worked and fought, trusting God's strength. You're building something too, a dream, a family, a legacy. This alert is your trowel and sword, equipping you to work and fight with divine backing. Your labor is not in vain. This moment is about awakening. God is stirring something deep in your spirit, a hunger for more of His presence, more of His purpose, more of His power. You've felt it, haven't you? That restlessness, that sense that there's something bigger waiting. This alert is God saying, you're right, it's here. Wake up and take it. Think of the disciples on the road to Emmaus. They walked with Jesus, not knowing it was Him. Their hearts burned, but their eyes were blind. Then he spoke, and their vision cleared. This alert is your Emmaus moment. God is walking with you, speaking to you, awakening you. Your heart is burning, listen. Your eyes are opening, see. Your time is now. And here's the promise. This alert brings freedom, not just from external chains, but from inner ones. God is breaking the bonds of fear, shame, and self-doubt. You're not the person you were. You're stepping into a new version of yourself, bold, free, radiant. This alert is your liberation, your declaration that you're no longer captive to the past. Consider the man at the pool of Bethesda. For 38 years, he waited for healing, stuck in despair. Jesus asked, "Do you want to be made well?" Then he said, "Rise, take up your bed, and walk." This alert is your question and command. Do you want to be free? Then rise, walk. God is making you whole, and this is your moment to move. Chosen ones, this final alert from God is a divine clarion to step into a realm where your faith becomes a magnet for miracles. The Creator is setting a table before you, laden with blessings you've only dreamed of. This isn't a fleeting moment, it's a divine shift, a pivot from the ordinary to the extraordinary. God is saying, your season of waiting is over. Walk into the feast I've prepared for you. Every trial you've faced has been a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. The tears you've cried, the nights you've wrestled, the moments you held on by a thread, they were all building a foundation. God has been crafting you into a vessel strong enough to carry His glory. This alert is His signal that the foundation is complete. It's time to build the life He's destined for you, one of abundance, purpose, and power. Think of Rahab, a woman marked by her past, living on the edge of society. Yet when God's plan unfolded, she didn't hesitate. She hid the spies, trusted the promise, and her faith turned a harlot into a hero in the lineage of Christ. You're standing in your Rahab moment. Your past doesn't disqualify you, it qualifies you. This alert is God saying, your faith has made you whole. Step into your legacy. This moment is about divine positioning. God is placing you exactly where you need to be at the right time, with the right people, for the right purpose. You've felt out of place, haven't you? Like you don't quite fit? That's because you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out, to shine, to lead. This alert is your coordinates, aligning you with God's perfect plan. The enemy will try to disrupt this positioning. He'll send chaos, unexpected bills, strained relationships, nagging doubts to pull you off course. But God's plan is unshakable. When you heed this alert, you step into a divine GPS, guiding you through the noise. No detour can stop you. No obstacle can derail you. You're locked onto God's path, and He's clearing the way. Hit that like button to affirm this truth in your spirit. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones stepping into their divine alignment. Your action now is a signal to the heavens that you're ready to walk where God leads. Don't just hear this, act on it. Let your faith pave the way. Now, let's talk about the power of this alert. It's a divine spark, igniting a chain reaction in your life. Every prayer you've whispered, every sacrifice you've made, they're about to explode into blessings. God is saying, I've seen your faithfulness. Now watch my response. This isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Your life is about to become a canvas of God's miracles. Consider the Samaritan woman at the well. She came for water, burdened by shame. Jesus met her there, not with judgment, but with truth. One conversation turned her into an evangelist, her testimony shaking a city. You're at your well moment. God is meeting you in your ordinary, ready to make it extraordinary. This alert is your conversation. your turning point. Type 777 inches the comments to claim this spark. Let it be your declaration that you're ready for God's chain reaction. This number is your signal to the spiritual realm that you're open to the miracles coming your way. Let the heavens hear your faith, and let the enemy know you're unstoppable. This alert is about divine exchange. God is taking your ashes and giving you beauty, your mourning and giving you joy, your weakness and giving you strength. You've carried heavy loads, grief, fear, failure, but this moment is where you trade them for His promises. The weight is lifting. The chains are breaking. This alert is your invitation to walk lighter, freer, bolder. Look at Jacob. He wrestled with God through a long, dark night. He refused to let go until he received a blessing. That struggle didn't destroy him, it transformed him. His name changed, his destiny shifted, and he walked away with a new identity. You're in your wrestling moment. This alert is God saying, hold on, your blessing is here. Will you claim it? The beauty of this alert is its immediacy. God isn't saying someday, He's saying now. The blessings you've prayed for, the breakthroughs you've longed for, they're not distant, they're at your doorstep. This alert is your wake-up call to open the door, to receive what's yours, to step into the life God has prepared. Don't wait. The time is today. And here's what's coming. A season of divine acceleration. Things that took years to build will now take days. Doors that seemed locked will swing open. Connections that felt impossible will form. God is speeding up the process, aligning everything for your good. This alert is your signal that the pace is changing. Your life is moving faster toward His purpose. Think of Joshua. He stood at the Jordan River, facing a promised land he'd only heard about. God didn't just part the waters, He told the priests to step in first. Their obedience triggered the miracle. Your obedience to this alert will trigger yours. Step into the river. Trust God's promise. Watch the waters part before you. The enemy will try to slow this acceleration. He'll whisper that it's too fast, too risky, too good to be true. But God's timing is perfect. His plans are flawless. This alert is your shield against doubt, your sword against fear. You're not moving too fast, you're moving in sync with the Creator's rhythm. Trust it, and watch miracles unfold. This moment is about divine amplification. God is turning up the volume on your life, your voice, your gifts, your impact. They're about to reach further than you ever imagined. The dreams you thought were too big, they're just the beginning. This alert is God saying, I'm making you louder, brighter, bolder. The world will hear you. Consider Jeremiah. He was young, unsure, convinced he wasn't enough. But God said, I've put my words in your mouth. Jeremiah's voice shook nations, not because of his strength, but because of God's power. You're in your Jeremiah moment. God is amplifying your voice, your purpose, your life. This alert is your signal to speak, to act, to shine. And here's the truth. This alert is about divine restoration. God is bringing back what was stolen, your peace, your joy, your dreams. The years the enemy took, the opportunities you lost, the hopes that faded, God is redeeming them all. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a new book. Your story is being rewritten, and this alert is the first page. Look at the prodigal son. He squandered everything, yet his father welcomed him with a robe, a ring, a feast. God is your Father, and He's not just welcoming you, He's restoring you. This alert is your invitation to come home, to receive what's yours, to step into a life of abundance. Your past is gone, your future is bright. This moment is about divine confidence. God is building in you a boldness that can't be shaken. You've doubted yourself, haven't you? Wondered if you're enough, if you're ready. This alert is God's answer. You are. I've made you so. You're not stepping into this season with hesitation. You're stepping in with the assurance of a child of the King. Think of Esther's courage. She faced a king, risking death to save her people. Her confidence wasn't in herself, it was in God's call. This alert is your call to stand before kings, to face giants, to walk with a boldness that shifts atmospheres. You're not just ready, you're anointed. This is your moment to rise, and here's the promise. This alert brings divine clarity. God is lifting the fog, showing you the path ahead. You've wandered in confusion, unsure of your next step. This moment changes that. The Creator is giving you a map, a vision, a purpose so clear it burns in your soul. This alert is your light, guiding you through the darkness to your destiny. Consider Paul's encounter on the Damascus road. Blinded by light, he saw nothing until God opened his eyes. That moment redefined his life, turning a persecutor into an apostle. This alert is your Damascus road. God is opening your eyes, showing you who you are, where you're going. Trust the light. Follow the vision. Your purpose is waiting. Chosen ones, this final alert from God is a divine trumpet blast, heralding a season where your life becomes a living testament to His glory. The Creator is raising you up as a beacon, a lighthouse in a storm-tossed world. You've been hidden, refined in the quiet, but now God is saying, it's time to shine. Your story, your faith, your journey, they're about to become a signal to others that God's promises are real. Every step you've taken has been guided, even when you couldn't see it. The moments you felt lost, the times you questioned why they were all part of God's design. He was teaching you resilience, forging you into a vessel that can carry His light. This alert is His declaration that your preparation is complete. You're ready to step into a role that will inspire, heal, and transform. Think of John the Baptist. He lived in the wilderness, clothed in camel's hair, eating locusts, unseen by the world. Yet when God called, he stepped forward, preparing the way for Jesus. His voice echoed across deserts, shaking hearts awake. You're in your wilderness moment. This alert is God calling you to step out, to speak, to prepare the way for His work through you. This moment is about divine elevation. God is lifting you above your circumstances, placing you on a platform where your life speaks louder than words. You've been in the valley, but now He's setting you on the mountaintop. Your struggles were not your identity, they were your training. This alert is your signal to stand tall, to embrace the height God is calling you to. The enemy will try to pull you down. He'll whisper that you don't belong up there, that you're not ready, not worthy. But God's voice drowns out the lies. He's saying, I've chosen you, I've placed you. When you heed this alert, you step into an elevation no force can undo. You're not climbing, you're being lifted by the Creator Himself. Type 777 inches the comments to claim this elevation. Let it be your shout to the heavens that you're ready to rise. This number is your declaration that you're stepping into the height God has prepared. Let the spiritual realm know you're claiming your place, unshaken by doubt or fear. Now, let's talk about the fire of this alert. God is igniting a passion in you, a burning desire to fulfill His purpose. You've felt it stirring a hunger for more, a restlessness that won't quit. This isn't random. It's God fanning the flames of your calling. This alert is your signal to let that fire burn bright, to let it consume every doubt and light up the world around you. Consider Ezekiel. God called him to a rebellious nation, giving him visions of dry bones coming to life. Against all odds, he spoke God's word, and the impossible happened. Bones lived, breath returned. You're in your Ezekiel moment. God is giving you a vision, a word, a purpose. This alert is your call to speak, to act, to see the dry places in your life come alive. This alert is about divine connection. God is weaving a network around you, people, opportunities, resources that align with His plan. You've felt alone at times, haven't you? Like no one understands your journey. But this moment changes that. God is bringing divine allies, people who see your light, who will walk with you, who will amplify your purpose. Look at David and Jonathan. In a world of betrayal, their friendship was a gift from God. Jonathan saw David's calling and stood by him, even against his own father. This alert is God, sending your Jonathans those who will support, encourage, and fight alongside you. Trust the connections forming. They're not accidents, they're divine appointments. The beauty of this alert is its permanence. God's call on your life isn't temporary, it's eternal. The blessings coming your way aren't fleeting, they're foundational. This moment is about building something that lasts, not just for you, but for generations. Your faith now will echo through time, shaping lives you'll never meet. And here's what's coming: a season of divine overflow. Not just provision, but abundance that spills over into every area of your life. Your finances will flourish, your relationships will deepen, your health will strengthen. This alert is God's promise that you're stepping into a river of blessings, one that never runs dry. Trust it and watch it flow. Think of Solomon. He asked for wisdom, but God gave him more riches, honor, peace. His choice to seek God's heart unlocked a flood of blessings. Your choice to heed this alert will unlock yours. Ask for wisdom and watch God pour out more than you imagined. Your life is about to become a testament to His generosity. The enemy will try to block this overflow. He'll send obstacles, delays, distractions, discouragement to dam the river. But God's flow is unstoppable. When you align with this alert, no barrier can hold back His blessings. You're not fighting for victory, you're walking in it. This alert is your reminder that the battle is already won. This moment is about divine boldness. God is calling you to step out with courage, to speak truth, to act without fear. You've held back, haven't you? Worried about what others think, afraid of failing. This alert is God saying, no more. Be bold. Your voice, your gifts, your faith, they're needed now, and they're powerful. Consider Peter walking on water. The storm raged, the waves roared, but Jesus called. Peter stepped out, defying nature itself. You're in your water-walking moment. This alert is Jesus saying, come. The world may see a storm, but you see a Savior. Step out and watch the impossible become your reality. And here's the truth. This alert is about divine stewardship. God is entrusting you with resources, time, talents, opportunities to use for His glory. You're not just receiving blessings, you're managing them. This moment is about taking what God gives and multiplying it, building His kingdom, impacting lives, leaving a legacy. Look at the parable of the talents. The servant who invested what he was given saw it grow. The one who buried his out of fear lost everything. This alert is God handing you talents, your gifts, your dreams, your faith. Don't bury them, invest them. This is your moment to multiply what God has entrusted to you. This moment is about divine transformation. God is reshaping your heart, your mind, your life. The old you, the one weighed down by fear, doubt, or pain, is fading. A new you is emerging, radiant with his purpose. This alert is your signal to embrace the change, to let God mold you into the masterpiece he's always seen. Think of Mary Magdalene. Once defined by her past, she met Jesus and became a new creation. Her transformation wasn't just personal, it touched the world. This alert is your encounter with Jesus, your moment to shed the old and step into the new. You're not who you were. You're who God says you are. And here's the promise. This alert brings divine favor. God is placing his hand of blessing on you, opening doors no one can shut, giving you favor with those who matter. You've felt overlooked, haven't you? Passed over, unseen. This moment changes that. God is making you visible, positioning you for influence, blessing you with opportunities you didn't earn. Consider Joseph in Egypt. From a pit to a prison, he was forgotten until God's favor lifted him to power. In a moment, he became second only to Pharaoh. This alert is your moment of favor. God is lifting you, placing you where your gifts will shine. Trust his hand. Step into his spotlight. Chosen ones, this final alert from God is a divine summons to step into a realm where your life becomes a symphony of his power. The Creator is tuning your heart, aligning every note of your existence to resonate with his eternal purpose. You've been practicing in the quiet, honing your faith through trials. Now, God is saying, it's time to play your song. Your life is about to become a melody that draws others to him. Every challenge you've faced has been a rehearsal, each struggle a lesson in rhythm and resilience. The moments you thought were chaos were God teaching you harmony. He's been preparing you to carry a tune that the world needs to hear. This alert is his baton, signaling the start of your performance, your faith, your story, your light. They're ready to echo across generations. Think of Miriam. She watched her brother Moses float down the Nile, her heart pounding with hope. Years later, she led Israel in song after the Red Sea parted. Her courage in the shadows became a celebration in the light. You're in your Miriam moment. This alert is God calling you to sing, to lead, to proclaim his victory. Your song will inspire others to dance. This moment is about divine unveiling. God is pulling back the curtain, revealing the masterpiece he's been crafting in you. You've felt incomplete, haven't you? Like pieces of your purpose were missing. This alert is God showing you the full picture. You're not a rough sketch, you're a work of art, painted with his grace, ready to be displayed for his glory. The enemy will try to keep the curtain drawn. He'll whisper that you're not ready, that your flaws disqualify you. But God's truth cuts through. He's saying, I've made you perfect in my eyes. When you heed this alert, you step into the spotlight of his purpose. No shadow can hide you. No lie can dim you. You're his masterpiece, and the world will see it. Type 777 inches, the comments to claim this unveiling. Let it be your declaration that you're ready to step into God's light. This number is your signal to the heavens that you're embracing the masterpiece he's created. Let the spiritual realm know you're stepping out, bold and unashamed. Now, let's talk about the rhythm of this alert. God is setting a new pace for your life, a tempo of grace and power. You've been stuck in slow beats, weighed down by delays and doubts. This moment changes that. God is quickening your steps, moving you into a season where his plans unfold with divine precision. This alert is your metronome, keeping you in sync with his timing. Consider Bartimaeus, the blind beggar. He sat by the roadside, overlooked, until Jesus passed by. He didn't wait for permission, he shouted, "Son of David, have mercy." His cry stopped Jesus in his tracks. and his sight was restored. You're in your Bartimaeus moment. This alert is your chance to shout, to act, to receive, call out, and watch God move. This alert is about divine overflow. God isn't giving you just enough. He's pouring out more than you can hold. Your prayers, your faith, your sacrifices, they've filled a cup that's about to spill over. This isn't about scraping by. It's about abundance that touches every corner of your life. Finances, relationships, health. This alert is God saying, get ready, the flood is coming. Look at the wedding at Cana. The wine ran out, the celebration stalled. But Jesus turned water into wine, not just any wine, but the best, and in abundance. Your life might feel like it's running dry, but this alert is Jesus stepping in. He's turning your lack into overflow, your ordinary into extraordinary. Trust him and watch the jars fill. The beauty of this alert is its intimacy. God isn't shouting from a distance. He's whispering your name. This moment is personal, crafted for you alone. The dreams you've carried, the burdens you've borne, they're known to him. This alert is his promise that he sees you, he hears you, he's moving for you. Your story matters, and he's writing the next chapter. And here's what's coming: a season of divine clarity. God is sharpening your vision, showing you paths you couldn't see before. You've wandered in fog, unsure of your next step. This alert is your light, cutting through the haze. The business you want to start, the relationship you're praying for, the healing you need, they're not out of reach. God is showing you the way. Think of Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. Philip was led by the Spirit to a desert road, to a man reading scripture he didn't understand. One conversation, one moment of obedience, led to a life changed and a nation touched. You're in your Philip moment. This alert is God leading you to the right place, the right person, the right purpose. Obey and watch lives transform. The enemy will try to cloud this clarity. He'll send confusion, distractions, voices that pull you off track. But God's light is stronger. When you heed this alert, you step into a focus that no chaos can break. You see what matters, you hear what's true, you move with purpose. This is your moment to walk straight, guided by the Creator's hand. This moment is about divine strength. God is pouring his power into you, making you a force no storm can shake. You've felt weak at times, haven't you? Like you couldn't go on. This alert is God saying, my strength is yours. You're not standing on your own power, you're standing on his, and it's unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. Consider Samson. His strength wasn't in his muscles, it was in God's Spirit. Even after failure, when he turned back to God, his power returned. He brought down a temple, defeating his enemies. You're in your Samson moment. This alert is God restoring your strength, calling you to tear down the strongholds in your life. Lean on him and watch giants fall. And here's the truth. This alert is about divine legacy. Your life isn't just about now, it's about the seeds you're planting for tomorrow. The choices you make, the faith you show, the steps you take, they'll grow into a harvest that outlives you. This alert is God inviting you to build something eternal, something that echoes in the hearts of generations. Look at Anna, the prophetess. She spent decades in the temple, praying, fasting, waiting for the Messiah. When Jesus was born, her faithfulness was rewarded. She saw the Savior. Your faithfulness now, your yes to this alert, will lead to moments you can't yet see. You're building a legacy, and God is guiding every step. This moment is about divine provision. God is opening storehouses, releasing resources you didn't know existed. You've worried about money, haven't you? Wondered how you'll make it through. This alert is God saying, I've got you. Your needs are met. Your path is provided for. Trust this moment and watch his provision flow. Think of the ravens feeding Elijah. In a famine, God sent birds to bring him food. The world saw lack. Elijah saw God's supply. You're in your Elijah moment. This alert is your promise that God will provide, maybe not how you expect, but exactly how you need. Look for the ravens, trust his hand, and here's the promise. This alert brings divine peace. Not the fragile peace of the world, but a peace that holds you through storms. You've been restless, anxious, searching for calm. This moment is God wrapping you in his presence, saying, Be still, I'm here. This alert is your anchor, grounding you in his unshakable love. Consider the disciples in the storm. Waves crashed, winds howled, but Jesus slept. When they woke him, he spoke, and the storm stilled. You're in your boat moment. This alert is Jesus speaking to your storm. Trust his voice. Rest in his peace. Your chaos is about to bow to his power. Chosen ones, this final alert from God is a divine mandate to step into a season where your life becomes a radiant reflection of his power. The Creator is painting your story across the canvas of eternity, each brushstroke a testament to his faithfulness. You've been shaped in the quiet, molded by trials. But now God is saying, it's time to shine as my masterpiece. Your light is about to pierce the darkness, drawing others to his truth. Every moment of doubt, every season of struggle, was God preparing you to carry his glory. The pain you've endured wasn't punishment, it was training. You thought you were breaking, but you were being built. This alert is his signal that your foundation is ready. You're not just standing, you're rising, a tower of faith that the world will see and marvel at. Think of Elizabeth. She bore the shame of barrenness for years, her hope fading with time. Yet God chose her to carry John the Baptist, a prophet who would prepare the way for Jesus. Her waiting wasn't wasted, it was divine timing. You're in your Elizabeth moment. This alert is God saying, your waiting is over, your purpose is born. Trust him and watch your barren places bloom. This moment is about divine alignment. God is syncing your heart with his eternal rhythm, your steps with his sacred path. You've felt out of tune at times, haven't you? Like life was a cacophony of chaos. This alert is your tuning fork, bringing every part of you into harmony with his plan. Your dreams, your actions, your very breath, they're aligning with his purpose now. The enemy will try to disrupt this harmony. He'll send discord, conflicts, distractions, fears to throw you off beat. But God's rhythm is stronger. When you heed this alert, you step into a flow where chaos bends to order. No noise can drown out his melody. You're moving with the Creator, and nothing can stop his song in you. Type 777 inches the comments to claim this alignment. Let it be your declaration that you're ready to move in God's rhythm. This number is your signal to the heavens that you're syncing with his purpose, unshaken by the enemy's noise. Let the spiritual realm hear your resolve to walk in his harmony. Now, let's talk about the fire of this moment. God is kindling a blaze in your soul, a passion that burns for his glory. You've felt sparks before, moments of inspiration, glimpses of purpose, but this is different. This alert is God pouring fuel on those sparks, turning them into a wildfire. Your life is about to become a beacon, lighting the way for others. Consider Isaiah. He saw the Lord high and lifted up, and it shook him to his core. Yet when God asked, "Whom shall I send?" Isaiah answered, "Here I am, send me." His encounter ignited a calling that spoke truth to nations. You're in your Isaiah moment. This alert is God asking, "Who will go?" Will you say, "Send me"? Your fire is ready to burn. This alert is about divine restoration. God is mending what's been broken: your heart, your dreams, your hope. You've carried wounds, haven't you? Scars from battles you didn't choose. This moment is God applying His healing touch, turning your pain into power, your losses into legacy. This alert is your promise that nothing is wasted in His hands. Look at Naomi. She lost her husband, her sons, her security. Yet God restored her through Ruth, leading to a lineage that changed history. Your losses aren't the end. They're the beginning of something greater. This alert is God saying, "I'm bringing it back. Trust Him, and watch your story be rewritten with redemption." The beauty of this alert is its urgency. God is moving now, not tomorrow, not next year. The heavens are open, the timing is perfect, and your purpose is ripe. You've waited, you've prayed, you've held on through the dark. This moment is your dawn, your signal to step into the light. Don't hesitate. The Creator is waiting for your yes. And here's what's coming: a season of divine multiplication. God is taking your small offerings, your faith, your time, your talents, and turning them into abundance. You've given what you had, even when it felt like nothing. This alert is God saying, "I see it. Now watch me multiply it." Your little will become much, touching lives you'll never know. Think of the widow of Zarephath. In famine, she shared her last meal with Elijah. That act of faith didn't just feed a prophet, it sustained her family through the drought. Your faith, no matter how small it seems, is enough. This alert is your promise that God will multiply it, turning your sacrifice into a harvest. The enemy will try to steal this multiplication. He'll whisper that your efforts are too small, your resources too scarce. But God's math doesn't work like the world's. He turns 5 loaves into thousands, a mustard seed into a mountain. This alert is your shield against doubt, your assurance that God's increase is coming. This moment is about divine authority. God is clothing you with His power, giving you the right to speak, to act, to shift atmospheres. You've felt powerless at times, haven't you? Like your voice didn't matter. This alert is God saying, "You're anointed, speak." Your words, backed by His Spirit, will move mountains and change hearts. Consider Moses at the burning bush. He stuttered, doubted his ability, but God gave him a staff and a voice. With those, he parted seas and led a nation. You're in your burning bush moment. This alert is God handing you your staff, your authority, your calling. Take it and watch the impossible bow to His power in you. And here's the truth. This alert is about divine connection. God is knitting your life to others who share His vision. You've walked alone, felt misunderstood, but that season is shifting. This moment is God bringing allies, mentors, partners, friends who see your purpose and will walk with you. These connections aren't chance, they're divine. Look at Barnabas. He saw Paul's calling when others saw a persecutor. His support launched Paul's ministry, changing the world. This alert is God sending your Barnabas, someone to believe in you, to lift you up. Trust these connections. They're part of His plan to amplify your impact. This moment is about divine transformation. God is reshaping your perspective, turning your fear into faith, your questions into clarity. You've seen the world through a lens of limits, haven't you? This alert is God giving you new eyes, showing you a life without boundaries. You're not confined, you're called to soar. Think of Zacchaeus. He was small, despised, stuck in a tree just to see Jesus. But one encounter changed him. He gave half his wealth away, and became a son of Abraham. You're in your tree moment. This alert is Jesus looking up, calling you down, transforming your life. Step out and watch who you become. And here's the promise. This alert brings divine protection. God is surrounding you with his shield, guarding you from every attack. The enemy may try to strike through fear, failure, or betrayal, but he can't touch what God has covered. This moment is your assurance that you're safe in his hands, no matter the storm. Consider Daniel in the lion's den. The beasts roared, but God's protection was stronger. Daniel walked out untouched, his faith a testimony to a king. You're in your den moment. This alert is God shutting the mouths of your lions. Trust his shield. Walk boldly. Your testimony is about to shake the world. Chosen ones, this final alert from God is a divine beacon, calling you to step into a season where your life becomes a radiant display of his promises. The Creator is illuminating your path, casting light on dreams you thought were lost. You've carried hope through shadows, and now God is saying, your light is ready to shine. This moment is your signal to rise, to let your faith blaze, to become a living testament to his unending grace. Every hardship you've endured has been a brushstroke in God's masterpiece. The tears, the battles, the silent prayers, they weren't random, they were shaping you, carving a heart strong enough to hold his vision. This alert is his voice declaring, you're ready. Step into the light. Your life is about to become a canvas where his glory paints miracles for all to see. Think of Hannah. She wept in the temple, her heart heavy with unfulfilled longing. Yet her faith turned her prayers into a promise. Samuel, a prophet who shifted a nation. You're in your Hannah moment. This alert is God turning your cries into answered prayers, your longing into legacy. Trust him and watch your empty places fill with his purpose. This moment is about divine awakening. God is stirring your spirit, rousing you from complacency to a hunger for his plan. You've felt it, haven't you? A restlessness, a sense that something greater awaits. This alert is God saying, wake up, your purpose is calling. It's time to shake off doubt, to rise from slumber, to chase the destiny he's written for you. The enemy will try to lull you back to sleep. He'll send monotony, fear, or fatigue to dim your fire. But God's call is louder. When you heed this alert, you step into a clarity that no distraction can blur. Your eyes are open, your heart is alive, and your steps are guided by the one who never fails. You're awake, and nothing can stop you. Type 777 inches the comments to claim this awakening. Let it be your shout to the heavens that you're ready to rise. This number is your signal that you're stepping into God's call, unshaken by the enemy's schemes. Let the spiritual realm know you're alive to his purpose, bold and unafraid. Now, let's talk about the weight of this moment. This alert is a divine pivot, shifting you from surviving to soaring. You've clung to faith through storms, holding on when hope seemed thin. That resilience wasn't for nothing, it was building wings. God is saying, spread them, fly. This is your moment to rise above, to see your life from his perspective, to soar into his promises. Consider Thomas. He doubted, questioned, needed proof. Yet when Jesus appeared, his doubts melted into worship. One moment with the risen Christ turned a skeptic into a believer. You're in your Thomas moment. This alert is Jesus showing up, offering proof, igniting faith. Touch his promises. Believe, your wings are ready. This alert is about divine provision. God is opening storehouses, releasing resources tailored for your purpose. You've worried about lack money, time, strength. But this moment changes that. God is saying, I've supplied all you need. This alert is your assurance that His provision is already on the way, meeting you exactly where you stand. Look at Hagar, alone in the desert, her son dying. She saw no hope. But God opened her eyes to a well she hadn't seen. That water saved her life and her son's. You're in your Hagar moment. This alert is God showing you the well, His provision, His care. Look up and watch Him provide. The beauty of this alert is its precision. God isn't scattering blessings randomly, He's targeting you. Your dreams, your needs, your heart's desires, they're known to Him. This moment is personal, a divine appointment crafted for your life. This alert is God saying, I see you. I'm moving for you. Your story is His priority. And here's what's coming: a season of divine acceleration. God is speeding up His work in you, turning years of waiting into moments of breakthrough. The prayers you've prayed, the steps you've taken, they're gaining momentum. This alert is your signal that God is moving fast, aligning everything for your good. Think of Cornelius, a devout man, praying, giving, waiting. One vision from God connected him to Peter, and his entire household was saved. Your faith, your prayers, they're about to connect you to divine moments. This alert is your vision, your signal that God is moving swiftly. Trust the speed and watch doors fly open. The enemy will try to slow this acceleration. He'll send delays, doubts, or dead ends to stall you. But God's timing is unstoppable. When you heed this alert, you step into a rhythm no obstacle can break. You're not chasing time, you're riding it, carried by the Creator's perfect plan. Your breakthrough is now. This moment is about divine influence. God is amplifying your voice, your presence, your impact. You've felt small, haven't you? Like your life doesn't matter. This alert is God saying, you're a force. Your words, your actions, your faith, they're about to ripple out, touching lives, shifting atmospheres, building His kingdom. Consider Lydia, a seller of purple, ordinary in the world's eyes. But God saw a leader. Her heart opened to Paul's message, and her home became a hub for the early church. You're in your Lydia moment. This alert is God opening your heart, making your life a hub for His work. Step out and watch your influence grow. And here's the truth. This alert is about divine healing. God is mending what's been broken. Your body, your mind, your spirit. You've carried pain, haven't you? Wounds that linger, hurts that won't heal. This moment is God applying His balm, restoring you to wholeness. This alert is your promise that healing is yours. Look at the woman with the issue of blood. For 12 years, she suffered, spent everything, found no cure, but one touch of Jesus' garment made her whole. You're in your touch the hem moment. This alert is God saying, reach out, I'm here. Your healing, physical, emotional, spiritual, is closer than you think. This moment is about divine courage. God is infusing you with boldness to face what's ahead. You've hesitated, haven't you? Afraid of failing, of being seen, of stepping out. This alert is God saying, fear not, I'm with you. You're not stepping out alone, you're backed by the Creator's strength. Think of Jonathan and his armor-bearer. They faced an army with just 2 swords, but their courage came from God. One bold move routed their enemies. You're in your Jonathan moment. This alert is God calling you to climb the hill, to face the impossible. Take the step and watch God fight for you. And here's the promise. This alert brings divine joy, not the fleeting happiness of the world, but a joy that bubbles from deep within. You've known sorrow, haven't you? Moments when joy felt distant. This moment is God filling you with a laughter that defies circumstances, a peace that anchors your soul.